All right. Let's get ready to rumble, beautiful people. Come on into the house. Country Chatter is in the house. Country Chatter, can you hear me? David Ballou, can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? Can you share me a little yes? Can we see a little yes? You're hearing me fine? Jay Rogers, G8RN Buck is in the house. Give me a sound check, guys. Can you hear me? Say yes. I see a heart. I love hearts. Software sales. Excellent. Okay. Can you hear me? Can everyone hear me? Okay. Very good. Loud and clear. Excellent. So today we're going to talk about how to deal with sales frustration. So, by all means, I'm going to be interacting with you at the same time that I'm going to stay inside my material. You should have come to know me by now, unless you're new in the house, that my name is Marvin LeBlanc. I am a sales entrepreneur, insurance entrepreneur. I am a small business leadership speaker. I am an Amazon best-selling author of the book called Come Hell or High Water, Life Lessons from Hurricane Katrina. Krishana, welcome. Also, welcome to all of you replay viewers. I am always available to be found at catch.me/Marvin LeBlanc. That's catch with a K, so that this material can be used. In this particular scope, I would like to strongly encourage you, JQ Barbecue. JQ Barbecue, you have a heck of a lot in common with David Ballou, who is on here, so I would strongly suggest the two of you follow each other for common interests. There will be information here that you may or may not agree with, but don't lose the message, because I have had over 19,600 sales interviews in my 28-year career. And so if your material experiences is different from that, hey, there's no problem. Don't miss the message. So the best way, thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts early. That is awesome early. And hey, that little Periscope man down there, just click that little Periscope man and invite. Muhammad's in the room. Invite and share. Invite and share. I promise this will be high content, especially for those that are having some challenges in the world of sales, because the world of sales is definitely changing. Even in the last 5 years, the world of sales has definitely changed. Good morning, Black Vengeance. Welcome. Okay, so a perfect Monday morning would be that you're in sales and hello, Mike. You're in sales and you wake up on a Monday morning and there's an appointment that's already on the books, and then you have a chance. Ryan is in the house. Thank you, Ryan. Good to see you again today. You have a chance to go out on an appointment on a Monday morning, and the appointment was nice and confirmed, and you drive out to their place of business or their residence or a coffee shop. Immediately, y'all have a good connection. You determine that the prospect has a need for what you sell, and you confirm and close the sale right then and there. Catherine Huber is in the house. That's absolutely a woman worth following. Catherine Huber 12. Take your time and follow Catherine Huber 12. Oh my God. Okay, she's got energy. So we're on this Monday appointment, and it was confirmed, and everything's going great. And they say, "Yes, I like you," and they vote with their pocketbook, and everything goes well. And you close the sale, and it's a Monday morning. Whoo, man, is that a good feeling? I've always loved that Monday morning sales feeling. I also love to close a sale like at 3 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. But that's not what we're talking about today, boys and girls. What we're talking about today is what happened yesterday. So here's the deal. The frustration of sales that we're talking about is when you have a Monday morning appointment, when maybe a part of your sales team that is assigned to confirm the appointment can't get a hold of the prospect. maybe your salesperson or yourself has to drive out to a location 25, 35 minutes because your salesperson is still respectful that there is still an appointment set, even though the appointment wasn't confirmed. And then your salesperson gets out there and there's no one at that location. No show. There's no money. It's a Monday morning. The New Orleans Saints had lost the night before. Are y'all feeling that pain? Are y'all feeling those negative little demons that are just coming in and just wanting to peck on your brain and take all of your love and energy out? And so this is what happened this past Monday morning to an individual that I coach. Now, how about you? Are you in situations like that where you get that call, no, we're not interested. You didn't even get a chance to actually share the opportunity that you had for the customer. So you could actually do what a lot of losers do. And I hope you're on the presentation today because you don't want to be a loser. Right there at that point, you have a decision to make when you're in that car. And online sellers go through the same pain, don't they? They may not be face to face, but they go through that same pain of rejection. And so either the prospect is going to win over you mentally by defeating you, or you're going to have some emotional habits that will transform your life right then and there. So if it's 10:30 or 11 o'clock and somebody just pee-peed and poo-pooed all over your proposal, you can, number one, you can do what, Missy? Catherine, what can you do? You can hide. Okay, what does hiding look like? Oh, hiding is when, I'm going to stop at this little grocery store and pick up some bread. Boy, this is a good time. I can go hide in a coffee shop and I can actually make myself believe that whenever I'm doing email, that I'm actually accomplishing something. What you're accomplishing is you're pushing yourself further and further into the hole. Because doing email is a tension relieving activity, but it is not a goal achieving activity. So how do we make the switch in sales when things don't go our way? Okay, number one, I always had a yellow pad with 20 or 25 referrals that was on my person. And so with those 20 or 25 referrals, whenever I got slapped in the face, whenever someone didn't show up, okay, I had an opportunity to immediately do something that was proactive. I wish this was around when I was an Army recruiter. I know exactly what you're saying. Yes, a yellow pad with referrals, okay? So you can have whatever, 1, 2, 5, 10. The yellow pad I use, I think it had 27 lines on it, and I would write their name, phone number, and address on there. And so if I got punched in the face or somebody was late, I immediately was on the phone setting the next appointment, okay? I wouldn't allow myself to feel the defeat. And that's one of the principles that you'll see in a later broadcast. The number one principle is to keep busy. And I don't mean email. Okay. We spend a lot of time in email, but quite frankly, it's still phone calls and face-to-face. Face-to-face meaning it can be virtual like a live broadcast. It could be Skype, but face-to-face still rocks in sales. Whichever medium you use is certainly up to you, and there's even more great choices coming down the pipe. So number one, I need to immediately get involved in a goal achieving activity. Okay, so what is a high value activity that I should do? Hello, Steve. Hello, Jody Lapp. What is a high activity I need to do right away when I get smacked in the face on a sale? This is the time I'm gonna wait for some answers. What can I do? What are some of the things I can do? I can grab my referral list. Hello, Marina. The other thing I can do is set the next appointment. Start making calls. Here's the other thing. Thank you so much. Set another appointment. Please repeat the question. Okay, the question is, after I get slapped in the face and I get rejected on an appointment, or the appointment doesn't even show up, and it's a Monday morning, and I got all those little negative little gremlins coming inside my head, what can I immediately do? You see, the number one, hey, Defel, the number one thing we have to do is we have to immediately identify what is a high value activity to help me get out of the mental state I am in. So, do I walk into a customer or business owner's office that is previously my customer and build a relationship? Do I walk in on a cold call and introduce myself? Do I call a referral that's on a referral list? The key thing is I have to do something. Going to the movies at 11 o'clock on a Monday, is that a good alternative? Hell no. You're not going to be in sales long if you cop out and go into the movies. Going shop for stupid shit in the middle of the day because you're frustrated is not going to increase your closing ratio. So what is going to increase your closing ratio is by keeping track on your paper what you are doing. Hello, Arizona Life 64. Welcome, and please, by all means, continue to give me those wonderful taps and sharing. Hit that little Periscope, man, and please share with others. Another person just said you can read some positive quotes. Okay, you can practice. Okay, let's practice right now. I'll give you what my coffee track is. This is the appointment setting word track that I use. So let's say we're talking to Krishana, and it's at a point where Krishana has a little bit of interest. I've not shared anything with her about my Marvelous Performance School. And I would say, Krishana, what I would suggest we do is just sit down and have a cup of coffee. I'll tell you what the Marvelous Performance Schools are, how they work, and how they can benefit you. At that point, Krishana, if you feel like you'd like to work with us and you're committed to going to the next level with your performance and sales, we'd love to work with you. Let's have a cup of coffee at 10 after 10 on Wednesday morning. Does that sound reasonable? Now, Krishana, who just heard this, when you just heard that word track, did that sound reasonable? There was not a hell of a lot of pressure there. Okay? We're just going to hang out. I'm going to visit with her and talk to her about what our program is and see if it's a fit. You don't have to be all up in the face of people. Okay, just be genuine and authentic. And if she's a fit, great. It's going to work out. We'd love to work with her. If it's not a fit and she feels like she already knows the 5 steps of the sale, she feels like she's strong enough that she doesn't need an accountability partner, she already knows how to expertly get referrals without my help, maybe she doesn't need me. But maybe all of those things, I have a sales coach, but he doesn't role play with me and he doesn't know the actual science of selling. Matter of fact, he doesn't even know the root word of the word sales. So what is the root word of the word sales? It's salon. Can somebody write it at the bottom? Sellan. Salon is the root word of the word sales. Now imagine there's some of you out there that say that your life's work is sales, but yet you've never S-E-L-L, Ryan, S-E-L-L-A-N. Thank you very much, Ryan. Salon here I am, I'm in sales, Marvin, and I never really looked up the word sales. Well, here's where you need to start. The word salon, in the Old English origin of the word, means to give. To give. Oh, no problem, sort of rooster. The topic this morning is how to deal with frustrations in sales. And right now we're defining what the word sales means. And the root word of the word sales is salon. And what salon means is to give. And so at that moment in that appointment, that no-showed, or that you got rejected and you got slapped in the face and it's raining outside and it's cold and you got a kid homesick from school, how in the world do I motivate myself to give? Because that is exactly what sales is. Sales means to give. It doesn't mean to share half-truths. It doesn't mean to be sneaky, okay? It means to be honest, to be forthright, and to genuinely teach and help another person. So how I view myself, because I've been in sales, if you will, since like 1978, is I view myself as a commissioned teacher. I've been a commission-only salesperson for 30 plus years, okay? And what it's about, guys, is it's not about the take. It's about the give. It's about seeing yourself through the eyes of that prospect. If your mother, your father, your first cousin, your best friend, if you wouldn't offer that to them, you shouldn't offer it to the person that you're talking to. Catherine Huber. Actually, Catherine Huber, I am so proud that you're saying this is life-changing, because Catherine Huber, you are a life changer. Catherine Huber and I happen to be mutual members of Perry 10K, which is a platform of givers, collaborators, speakers, dreamers. A lot of us are entrepreneurs, some of us are non-business owners, but what we are committed to, our code of behavior, is we're committed to pounding out unbelievable content to help a person, and at a later time, if they want to invest with us or something, they can, but if they don't, we're still going to pound out great information. Hello, flawless faces. Welcome to the group. I really want to give a shout out to all of you that are new. I see so many new people right now, and I want you to know that you can stay in contact with me on all of my Catch replays. That's at catch.me/MarvinLeBlanc. And if you have a question where you're embarrassed to ask a question on this scope, there's no stupid questions. So I would strongly encourage you to email me at marvinleblancspeaker@gmail.com, and I will answer you usually within 48 hours. If I don't answer you within 48 hours, you should assume that I never got the email or I died. I'm not kidding. That's one of the things that makes me a world-class item, is because one of the ways to be referable is to do what you say you're going to do. Another ways to be referable in sales is to show up on time. Okay, another way to be referable in sales is to say please and thank you. Another way to be referable in sales is that you throw yourself into getting referrals for your prospect or customer. That's it. Yeah, I would actually help the other person get a referral before they ever do business with me. That is so whacked out good. Think about this. If you want to be doing business with a plumber, for instance, okay, then find a referral to give to the plumber, where the plumber goes and gets the job done. Now the plumber has money in his pocket that he wouldn't have had in his pocket if you wouldn't have got off your butt and found a referral for him. That's whacked out genius, folks. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That's worth the price of coming here today. Man, That's good stuff, okay? You know, I love to give a referral. You know why? I want them to feel like they owe me a referral back. I want them to feel like they owe me a referral back. But what you cannot do whenever you're frustrated in sales is you cannot sit in that car. You cannot sit in that office and dwell on it. Independently wealthy individuals such as myself are not that much different than others, but where we are very different than others is the amount of time between us getting slap, pow, and knocked down and getting back off the ground is little bitty, okay? We don't dwell in all that crap. At the end of my day, okay, I had a not too good day at all yesterday morning. Okay, by 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock last night, I was rocking. Okay, because you can't stay down. It's okay to get knocked down. The fight ain't over. If two guys are fighting and one guy knocks the other guy down and that guy is laying down, and I ask you the question, is the fight over? That fight ain't over unless the guy who's laying down stays down. It's the guy at the bottom that got knocked down. It's his decision to get his butt back up and fight again. And so when you're in sales, you're going to get knocked down. Matter of fact, I hope you get knocked down because that's where the character starts to get built. Okay? It's not all supposed to be easy. If it's easy for everyone, everyone would do it. Okay? You have to do and be somebody different and think differently if you want something differently. Somewhere along the line, hard work got a bad name. If somebody is telling you on Periscope, hey, you come on and you're going to make X thousands of dollars overnight. Okay? You need to turn off that scope. That's bullshit. Okay? It doesn't happen like that. Look, I have sold or coached everything from multi-level marketing. I've owned cattle. I've owned all sorts of unrelated stuff, real estate. I'm an insurance entrepreneur licensed in the state of Louisiana. If you need insurance advice in another state, you can still ask me, and I will find you a good professional in that state. You understand what I'm saying? I am a conduit of helping people get to what they want. And if I do that enough, I'm going to get what? What I want. People like Ketchy, honestly, Ketchy, okay, I nicknamed her the Thank You Princess. Okay, here's something that you can learn from Ketchy. Notice how I just said you can learn from Ketchy, or you're learning from other people whenever you're getting smacked in the face in sales. Ketchy, I call her the Thank You Princess. And the reason is she could possibly be one of the most grateful people I've ever met. Okay, so be grateful. Whenever you're doing terrible in sales, let's see, do you have food? Are your bills getting paid? Okay, are you in a safe environment? Is there someone else out there you can help? There usually is. So go back and think about what you can do instead of thinking about what didn't happen just now. So keep your referral list. Thank you, Princess. Etoile's on the phone. Yes, Curtsy. Thanks so much, Marvin. Thank you. So kind of you. So kind of you. Honestly, Ketchy, I can't do it quite like her. But she is love. And we all need love. Now, here's the other thing you're going to need if you're frustrated in sales. You can't go home and talk to your spouse. All right? The spouse is going to tell you what they think you want to hear. You need an accountability partner. You need someone who's in the trenches. You need someone who is going to tell you the truth. Obviously, I'm also an accountability coach. I commute 2 hours a day, and the program is called Coaching While Commuting. And basically, I'm there to help people get unstuck. but you need an accountability coach. You may already have one. There's a guy coming on right here, right now. David Ballou is a personal friend of mine. And we belong to what's called Camp Boys. It's about 7 of us that are extremely close. We're all insurance entrepreneurs. We hold each other accountable. We laugh a lot. We cut up a lot. We scream at each other a lot. And we respect each other a lot. And so that helps us stay on our goals. Moscow the best. Very good. Thanks for joining. So I want to wrap up because our time is now up. When you go into that sales funk, when you get slapped down and you get rejected, what do? I immediately have to make a decision to go to the next high value activity. The next high value activity could be a phone call to a referral. You should be working from a list of referrals. Today, you should have a minimum number of referrals that you are going to ask for their friends, neighbors, coworkers, and relatives that could benefit from your product or service. So the first high value activity when you get slapped down in a sale is you immediately call for additional referrals or you call a referral. The other thing you can do is you can call a happy, satisfied customer that can help you build your own recommitment. But you have to recommit. Why do you have to recommit? Because you cannot sell anything if you're not enthusiastic and excited. And so if you're frustrated and down in the hole, you're going to have to recommit to get yourself back excited to the initial excitement you had when you first aligned with that company. The next thing is you need to consider, who can I call that's an accountability partner? Another thing that I did not mention is you ask yourself, now why is it that I ever decided to do this? And you go back to what your original dreams were. Whatever your original dreams were when you decided to get in this profession, you need to go back and look at that in your heart. And I promise you, after whatever it is, 30 years, this works, okay? It's in every part of my fiber. You cannot sit idle after having a frustration-oriented sales experience. You must get busy right away. You must click in to a study group. You must click in to an accountability. You must be committed to practicing. In the same way that I went through, you can go back and listen to this. I gave you my coffee track. I call it my coffee track. And what that is how I ask for an appointment. Okay? If you're starting to get pushy, the prospect can feel the pressure, and subconsciously they're going to start backing away. What you want to do is be a magnet of love, where you're on their side of the table, working with them to come up with the best solution for them and their families or them and their business. So I really hope that this has been solid content for you on a terrific Tuesday. And don't let anybody poo-poo on your parade today, okay? If you get poo-pooed on, get back up! Get back up! Don't stay down! Hello from Ireland. Ireland, you're going to see an unbelievable replay at catch.me/MarvinLeBlanc. I got to run to my next appointment. Be a magnet of love. My name is Marvin LeBlanc. And I almost forgot that I do have a new book out called The 13 Rules for Solid Business Growth. Work less, sell smarter, the Cajun way. And if you can see that, you can see it this way, or you can see it this way, MarvinLeBlanc/13-rules. There's a copy of the book right there that you can get. Just go to MarvinLeBlanc.com, 13-rules. And then you can see some of my recent writings. And by all means, remember, if you got a stupid question, go to MarvinLeBlancSpeaker@gmail.com, throw it in there, and we will work on it together. I wish you peace. I wish you love. I wish you gumbo. From South Louisiana, I'm Marvin LeBlanc, the Cajun Rambo. Bye, y'all.